All right, so today is the muscular system. All right, bet you've all heard this one. It takes 17 muscles to smile and 43 to frown. You guys have all heard that one, right? Okay, so make sure you're doing this, not that, okay? Okay, all right. All right, what is the study of the structure, functions, and diseases? Myology. So, ology, study of, and sometimes this is so sensitive. And remember the M for muscular, okay? Muscles are 40 to 50% of your body weight. So, if you start lifting weights, you're not necessarily going to lose weight, but you're going to get much smaller, okay? Because it takes up 40 to 50%. So, the scale might not change, but you're going to look much different. And the more muscle you build, the faster you lose weight. So the best weight loss plans I've ever been on is just simply lifting weights. Okay, that's when I lose the most weight. So the cool thing about it is when you build muscle, it burns calories while you're even asleep, the more muscle you have. All right, it produces movement when stimulated. All right, functions. Allows your body to move. It involves functions of the other body systems, supports the skeleton and contour of the body. So if you think about that, you know how when guys start lifting, like they get really serious into weightlifting, they get that V look to them like this? They're contouring their body into a certain shape with their muscles. Okay, two types of muscle tissue. All right, so we've got voluntary or striated. So if this is my muscle, I'm going to voluntarily put stripes on it. Okay, no one's forcing me to do this. I'm doing this of my own free will. So it's voluntary or striated. You can think of that as striped. Okay? It responds to commands regulated by will. So I'm doing that voluntarily. Involuntary is non-striated. Okay? It does not have those stripes on it. So think of voluntary. If I do this, I voluntarily did that. If I do this, I'm voluntarily doing it. You know, whatever position I'm getting into. But do I ever tell my heart or my stomach or my lungs, okay, work, work, work? No. Okay, they're involuntary. They happen automatically. Okay? So this is the muscles that you use. These are the ones that work automatically. Okay? We're primarily concerned with the voluntary muscles, not involuntary. So we're not doctors. Okay, this one's all by itself. This is the third kind of muscle tissue, the cardiac muscle. Muscle of the heart. If you're having a cardiac attack, you're having a heart attack. And it functions involuntarily. All right. You're going to see this in nerves, in circulatory system. So if something is anterior, it means it's in front of you. If something is posterior, it means it's in back of you, okay? So right now, Morgan is at my anterior, Cammie is at my posterior. It's just a direction. Has nothing to do with cosmetology. It's just telling you which way you're seeing, which way things are. Okay, superioris. If I go, oh, I'm so superior, and I'm looking down my nose at you, okay? I think I'm higher. I think I'm better than you. And then when I look down on people, I go, oh, they're inferior. So inferior's lower, superior's higher. So we've got front, back, above, and below. Okay? Levator. I want you to think of an elevator. And it's taking you up. So a levator lifts something up, like my lip. Okay, my levator. All right, so it's lifting it up. Depressor. You go to the doctor, they ever use a tongue depressor on you? What are they doing, Morgan? Pushing my tongue down, okay? So depressors draw something down. And a dilator, have you ever gone and they put stuff in your eyes to dilate your eyes? What's it do? What's it do, hon? Yeah, it opens them up and everything's blurry because your eyes are too dilated, okay? Anterior, posterior, superior, inferior, levator, depressor, and dilator, okay? So these are all going to be directions that are going to tell you where these things are located. Okay, 3 parts of the muscle. All right, so let's pick on somebody else. Brooklyn, where were you born at? What town? Pittsburgh, okay. So Brooklyn was born in Pittsburgh. Okay. When Brooklyn is 90 years old, is that fact still going to be true? Yeah, it's not going to change, right? It's non-moving. Okay, so her origin, where she began, where she was born at, is never going to move. Doesn't matter how old she gets, that fact is going to be there. It's not going to change. Okay? So what you have to look at with the muscle, so here is number 1 is the origin. So this part of the muscle is fixed to the bone. It's not going to move. That's crazy they use this example. I have 3 friends that lifting weights ripped their bicep off their arm. Have you ever seen that happen? It literally rips off this part and it like rolls up down here. You have to go in and they have to reattach it again. Okay, because this part is not supposed to move, but it got ripped off. Okay, the middle is the belly, just like you have a belly in your middle. And then the movable part is the insertion. So this part of the bicep is attached to a tendon. It could be attached to a movable bone and all sorts of different things, but this part can move. This part cannot. So when you massage a muscle, you always go from the insertion to the origin. Now I'll give you a real simple way to think about this. So when you are going to massage around someone's eyes, or you're simply, your eye's itchy, and you go like this, okay, you're going the wrong direction. You're pulling on those fragile muscles underneath your eyes, okay? So you should always be going like this, never like this. So if you think about it, we should massage the way our eyebrow hairs grow. So you go around the eye like this. So you can see you go under towards the corner of your eye, not out. So if I'm massaging towards this is the insertion, this is the movable part, this is the belly, and this is the origin. I'm going towards the origin. Does everybody understand that? So if you really crank on your eyes this way over and over and over again, that's when you're going to get big bags and sags underneath there. So you want to always remember to go under towards your nose. Okay, there we go. Okay, muscles produce movement, obviously. So how do we stimulate muscular tissue? Through massage, electric current, which you've used in here with your facials, temperature, you know, maybe we put on the hot mitts when you have paraffin wax on, nerve impulses, and chemicals. Okay, those nerve impulses would be the inside of your body. All right, scalp and facial muscles. Okay, we're going to be working on those. That's the main part. And again, you massage from the insertion to the origin. Okay, so bones. What was the forehead bone called? Frontal bone. What was this bone called? Okay, you already know 2 answers on the muscle test then. This is your frontalis, This is your occipitalis. It is connected by a tendon. That's why everything can move up there. Okay, you can go like this, like go here. If you put your hand here, does your forehead start moving? Try it. Put your hand right on top of your head and just move your hand back and forth. Can you feel things moving? You can feel the muscles moving? Come on, it doesn't hurt. It actually feels good.
I can't do that.
You can't, yeah, don't do that. All right, so this is the aponeurosis. I guarantee you there's at least 2 questions on the test that ask about the frontalis, the occipitalis, and the aponeurosis. So make sure you know those. All right, your ear muscles. Remember how I said everything auricular is your ear when we were talking about the bones? So if I have auricularis anterior, where's that at in relationship to the ear?
At the front.
It's in front of the ear. If I have auricularis superior, where's it at?
Top.
Above the ear. Somebody other than Kamani. If I have auricularis posterior, where's it at? Behind. How easy is that? You know this is the ear, and these are your directions. Okay? Your corrugator muscle. Your mother uses this a lot with you. Has she ever made that face at you? Okay? So, what you want to do is I want you to lightly place your fingers on your eyebrows. Very lightly. And then make that face. What happened to your fingers? They're moving, okay? Because your corrugator is actually in here, and it makes your forehead wrinkle vertically, okay? Like corrugated cardboard. Okay, so if you've ever gotten a picture frame and you've taken it out and it has that kind of cardboard in the back of it, that's corrugated cardboard. So that's all that means. We're wrinkling our forehead like this, making that mean face. Okay? All right, this one is levator. So what do you think it does?
Go up.
Goes up. Palpebrae superioris. Where's it at? Above. Okay. So where's it at? I'd say that's my upper eyelid. What do you think it does?
We look up.
Yeah, or lets your eyelid open. Okay? Levator palpebrae superioris. Okay? Orbicularis oculi. Okay, so if this is the Earth, and I get in a rocket ship, and I do this, what am I doing?
Orbiting.
I'm orbiting. Okay? So if I'm orbiting, I'm going around something. I'm going around my eye. Okay, is everybody with me? This is the muscle that goes around your eye and lets you close your eyes. Okay, and procerus, this is a fun one. This is when your mom kind of goes like, oh, be serious. Okay, be serious. Stop messing around. Okay, this is number 4, and it makes your nose wrinkle. Can you make your nose wrinkle? You have to kind of raise your upper lip like this. And it makes it wrinkle up. Be serious. Procerus. And think of that nose wrinkling up. All right. What am I doing? Orbicularis. I'm orbiting something. And have you ever gone to the doctor and they say, take this medicine orally? What do they mean by that? By the mouth. So guess what? I'm orbiting my mouth. Orbicularis oris, number 1. Okay? All right, my personal favorite of all the muscles. Quadratus labii superioris. So what does that mean?
Upper. Is it upper?
It's upper. Okay. This is Elvis. Hey, baby. Remember how Elvis would do that? Can you do it? Oh man, I won't see it under your mask. Just try it. Can you raise up your lip like that? Hey, baby. Okay. Quadratus labii superioris. Quadratus labii inferioris would not be my upper lip. It would be my lower lip. When you kind of go like this. Okay, and you draw your lower lip down. Inferioris. Okay, mentalis is never here. It's always here in cosmetology. Well, in anatomy. Mentalis. So anytime anything contains the word mental, mentalis, anything like that, it's referring to the chin. Okay? All right, risorius. This is the worst one as far as you having to look at me. Okay, risorius is when you draw your mouth back as in a grin. Everybody says I look demented when I do that. Okay? It's the muscles that let you grin. Risorius. Okay, they're right here. Okay, caninus. What's a canine? You do have a canine tooth, but what's a canine?
Like a dog.
Yeah, I was gonna say, oh, my pretty little canine. It's a dog, okay? So when you go to try to take food away from a dog, you generally get this, right? These are your canine teeth. I never thought of that. That's a good hint. Okay, so it makes draws your mouth up like you're growling. That's your caninus, and it works with your procerus. Oh, be serious. Okay, it helps you wrinkle your nose. Okay, your triangularis is down here at the corners of your mouth, and it lets you do this. Okay, it looks like a little triangle.
Misty, I'm definitely gonna have to give you an A for having us memorize stuff by basic specialists.
I love this one. I could just be as weird as I want to be. All right, zygomaticus. Now it's not risorius. I'm grinning. It's zygomaticus. I'm laughing. Okay, so it's like a bigger, more of an open mouth. Okay, and buccinator. Okay, so let's see where buccinator is, number 9. It's down here, and it lets us do this. Like I'm playing a bugle. A bugle. Buccinator. Okay, so it allows me to draw my lips together and to expel air, like I'm playing a bugle. Buccinator. All right? All right, temporalis and masseter, okay? So temporalis kind of goes around the auricularis superioris, and then here's your masseter. But what's cool is if you put your hands right here above your ears and pretend like you're chewing, can you feel your muscles moving? Just lightly put them above your ears. Put them above your ears. Pretend like you're chewing. Feel it? Okay, that's because these muscles working together are the muscles of mastication. That's a really fancy term for chewing. So these two together allow you to chew your food. Okay, neck and back muscles. Okay, number 3, platysma. Yeah, you're gonna love this one too. Okay, so my platysma lets me do this. Can you make that stick out like that? If you make a really exaggerated sad face, that's your platysma muscle right there. Okay? All right, sternocleidomastoideus. Probably the biggest word in cosmetology. Well, might be one bigger, but probably the biggest one in anatomy anyway. Where's my sternum? My breastbone, right? So this is how I want you to remember this. I want you to say sternocleidomastoideus. Sternocleidomastoideus. What do you think the sternocleidomastoideus lets us do? Nod our head. Yes. And?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yes and no. Right. But think of your chin going down towards your sternum. Sternocleidomastoideus. But then remember, it's also yes and no. Okay? Your trapezius. Up here, okay? Who knows what the daring young man on the flying trapeze does? Nobody knows? That's the thing where you go to the circus and they're holding on to that and they're swinging back and forth, and then they let go and they tumble through the air and the next guy catches them. The trapezius, okay? Or trapeze rather, I'm sorry. So trapezius is what allows our arms to do this, like we're on the flying trapeze, okay? So when we're tumbling through the air and we're grabbing the other guy's hands, it's that motion, like that. Okay, it's in our upper back. And our lats, you guys have all heard of lats. That's what I was talking about before. When guys get that V going, they get their lats right here. They make them bigger and bigger and bigger, and they get that V shape happening. Okay, your pecs, okay? You guys remember when I showed you that video of Terry Crews?
Yep.
Okay, and he's drumming, but he's using his muscles. Okay, your pecs are here, and guys that are bodybuilders can make them go boom, 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 boom. They can make them pop up and down, okay? This one, you'll see a lot. I saw it on the practice questions for the state board. That's this little muscle right here, okay, that sits underneath your pec. And if you've ever you ever want to eat a piece of steak, what kind of knife is this called? Serrated knife. So look at this. This muscle looks like that. It's shaped like that. So serratus anterior, what's that mean? It's in front of something. It's in front of your ribs right here. And it allows you to raise your arms and helps you with your breathing. Serratus anterior. Okay, deltoid. What is delta?
That airline.
We love to fly and it shows. Okay, so your deltoid is this muscle right here on your shoulder. So if you pretend like you're flying, that will help you remember that this muscle's moving. Delta, we love to fly and it shows. Where's your biceps at? What does bi mean? Two. Okay? So it's a two-headed muscle. Okay? It actually has two parts to it. So this is going to be a terrible drawing, but you have to imagine it kind of like this. Okay? A two-headed muscle. Your bicep. What's triceps? Where are they at? Point to them. Where are your triceps? Nobody knows? They're back here. Okay? When you see those football players and they're walking off the field, they're like, yeah! And they've got these huge triceps down here. Okay? This is your tricep right there, that muscle. What's tri mean? Three. So it's a three-headed muscle. Okay, that's all that means. All right, supinator. What do you think that means?
Super.
It's super. Okay, so this is me. I'm supinator. Oh, look at me. I'm so superior. Okay, look at my hands. I turn my hands up and out. That's what your supinator allows you to do. So your supinator is number 6. It's actually right here, but it allows us to do this. Okay? So think of someone standing up there like, I'm the greatest, look at me. Okay? Supinator. The opposite is pronator. Who is LeBron James?
Basketball.
Okay, and is he an amateur basketball player? He's a pro. Okay, so LeBron James, when he's going down the court, he goes like this to bounce the basketball. So the pronator turns your hand in and down. Supinator, pronator. They're just like opposites. Supinator, pronator. Your pronator's down here. Okay, flexor. Okay, thank you very much. Extensor. Flexor, extensor. So your flexor draws your fingers in, your hand towards your wrist, and pulls your arm up like this. Extensor straightens everything out in a straight line. So they're like opposites. Okay? Supinator, pronator, flexor, extensor. Okay, hand muscles. Now, these two words right here are not confined to the hand. These are found all over the body. Okay? So if I add something together, does it get bigger or smaller?
Bigger.
Bigger. Okay, so these are my adductors. I'm taking 5 individual fingers and I'm pulling them together and making something bigger. Adductor. The opposite, abductor. Adductor, abductor. Now, if I go to the gym, I can get on a machine that lets me try to push my legs apart like this. That's exercising my abductors. Or they have machines where I'm trying to push in. That's my exercising my adductors. It's all over your body. Okay? Anytime you're drawing things in, ab. Okay, opponents. All right. Who's a famous boxer that you know? Manny, what's his last name? Pack something. You guys know who I mean? You know any boxers at all? Mike Tyson.
Oh.
Know Mike Tyson? Okay. All right. So imagine Mike Tyson's getting into the ring.
You look there. You look concerned, Miss G. We didn't know who that
I
was.
know.
You were like, oh, whew, okay.
I'm trying to think who's, because
I was
me,
very concerned.
I can't think of his last name, Manny's last name, but he's probably the most famous one right now. But anyway, that's okay. As long as you know Mike Tyson, we're good. All right, so the two boxers get into the ring. Okay, so here's Mike Tyson. Here's his opponent, Muhammad Ali, which...
He's a wrestler.
That's okay. We can use wrestlers. Give me 2 wrestlers.
Is that a wrestler? Oh, wait.
He was a
He was like WWF or whatever.
Same thing.
The Rock, and
John Cena.
John Cena. Okay, so we got these two in
They all
there.
worked.
They are opponents. They're opponents. They're in the 2 corners of the ring, and they say, "Get ready to rumble," or whatever they say in wrestling, and they come together. Okay, and they start fighting. Okay, so this is what your opponent's muscle does. It brings your fingers to your thumb. Okay, they come together and they start to rumble. All right. There is a WWF, you know that, right? World Wrestling Federation. There's WWE. She's like, WWF. All right, leg and foot muscles. Okay. So we're just gonna go over a couple of these. I have a little cheat sheet here somewhere. Oh, great! I lost my cheat sheet. All right. So
How much longer is
this is it.
this?
This is the end. I love so much when people ask how much longer this is. All right, where's my tibia at?
up here, in your knee.
Okay, not my knee. It's the big bone on my big toe side. So if this muscle's anterior, where's it placed at? In front of my tibia. In front of my tibia. Okay, gastrocnemius. This one's so easy to remember. This is what your foot does when you're putting on the gas. It lets you do this with your foot. You depress your foot, like if you're in a car and you're putting gas on. Okay? Peroneus longus. This is what I need my cheat sheet for. But I probably covered it up when you guys came in here. I bet it's right here. Okay. It causes my foot to invert and turn outward. Okay? So that's when you turn, I think I'm going the wrong way. Turn outward. I don't even think I can do it. Peroneus longus. You have to know this for the test. Okay? You have to know that one. All right? And then the other one that you need to know on that one is the extensor digitorum longus. So what it does is it bends your foot up and extends your toes. Okay, so you're bending your foot up and extending your toes. You're extending your digits. Does that make sense? You're extending your toes. Okay, you need to know number 8, the flexor digiti minimi brevis. Okay? If I'm flexing my toes, what am I doing with them? Flex your fingers right now. Are you doing this or this? Okay, this. You're flexing them like that. Okay? Digits. Which digit?
Small.
Okay, my pinky toe. It's the flexor digiti minimus brevis. Okay, so I'm flexing my pinky toe. It flexes the joint of my pinky toe. That's all it does. So it goes like this. Okay, with my toe. All right? The other one is the abductor hallucis. Okay? So abductor. Is it doing this or this?
Outwards.
Outwards. Okay? Abductor hallucis, it is moving my big toe away from my other toes. So this one flexes my pinky toe, and this one moves my big toe. Okay, that's all they do. So it's moving it away. It's whoops, it's this one. It's moving it away, and this one's flexing my little toe. All right. Myology is the study of the structure, function, and diseases of the muscles. True or false? True. The muscles that respond to commands regulated by will are referred to as non-striated. Very good. The three parts of a muscle are the origin, belly, and starts with an I.
Intersection.
Nope, that was good.
What's the second letter?
That was close, yeah. Insertion.
Horizontal.
Insertion. Muscles produce movement through contraction and I don't know what they went there. Expansion, relaxing. Whoops, now I got that one. The muscle extends from the forehead, frontalis. Okay, the muscle that controls the eyebrows by drawing them in and downwards. It's like the cardboard in the back of your picture frame. Starts with a C.
Second letter.
O. R. Corrugator.
Okay, I was close enough.
Okay? The muscle that circles the mouth, like a rocket ship circles the earth, would be, what would the first part be?
Orbit.
What would it be?
Wait, in a circle?
Yeah.
Orbit?
Orbit, and it circles the mouth. Take your medicine.
Orally.
Okay. Orbicularis oris. Okay? The muscle located under the arm that helps in lifting the arm and in breathing. Looks like a knife.
Started with an S.
Serratus anterior. It's in front of my ribs. The triangle-shaped muscle that covers the shoulder and lifts or turns the arm.
Delta.
Deltoid. And the muscle that bends the wrist and closes the fingers.
Flex something.
That's it.